Hey y'all, so welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over cornering. I'm going to teach you the basics, and yeah, so let's get started. As you're approaching a corner, the main thing you want to focus on is your eyesight. You want to look where you want to go. So if I'm looking at the ground, I'm going to go into the ground. If I'm looking at the tree, I'm going to go into the tree. You want to look to the slowest point of the corner first, and as you're approaching that, you want to take your eyes up and look past it and keep looking ahead like you were before you even got to the corner. You also want to be on the balls of your feet. What I mean by that, just have your toes on the pegs. Next thing is body position, right? You want to, a lot of the times on the street, you just want to be in the middle. On track is the only time where you never want to be in the middle of the seat, and that just makes you faster. I usually just put one butt cheek to the inside, and that helps me out a lot with cornering. So put one butt cheek on the inside. You don't have to, but you already have to be looking and getting ready to turn with your shoulders and your head, right? Moving your head where you want to go to. Remember when I told you to have the balls of your feet on the pegs? And I usually put mine about halfway off. You don't want to take your knee, you don't want to put it as far out as possible. Like, so what you're doing when you do this is you're creating this triangle of light right here. And you want to keep that going all the way through, because what your knee becomes is a gauge for safety. You should be able to see all the way through from the front and the back. See how you can see the ground in front of my knee? And here's my hand. You should be able to see all the way through it. Look where you want to go, right? So you're looking, shoulders turned, chest is turned too. Your hips are also turned. Your knees are pointed that way. Your toes are pointed that way, right? And your ankles are the only thing that's pointing out, right? Your back should be off center of the motorcycle. I'll put a video right here of what it should look like when I'm doing it properly, because you guys have seen me crashing enough. So here's what looks right, and here's actually what looks wrong. This is what I used to do. I call that the Spider-Man, and that's wrong.
Look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry?
that's dangerous, because all you're doing is just getting your butt down and forcing your knee down. I actually did that at my first track day, and that was to only be flashy. It didn't even look good either, because no one caught it on camera. Oh well. It matters to me. It matters to me. As you're approaching a corner, you want to brake. Most of your braking is when you're straight up and down, and as you lean over, you kind of just want to like turn from a pistol grip into an ice cream cone grip. Alright, so I do apologize that my tripod isn't tall enough to show you the brake side, but let's pretend this is my brakes, right? As you're coming into a corner, you're braking, right? You're tapering off and switching to that ice cream cone grip. And you don't want to taper off and you're like, oh, I'm done braking, just let go. That's bad. And the reason why is because your front suspension is a lot like a spring. So when you're braking hard, you're loading the front tire. And if you were to just let go of all that pressure at once, it's gonna pop right back up and you're gonna dump the bike. So what it looks like is you follow it all the way to the end, right? And then eventually you get to the end and you're good to go. And you're able to do full ice cream grip. Since this is my clutch side, I usually just grab the end of the bar and you lean over.
Let's see if there's anybody behind me. Nah, perfect. So I'm gonna do it right here in a straight line first. So I'm braking, right? Braking. As I'm tapering off, you saw that I added throttle. Maybe a little bit too abruptly. Let's try that again. So brake. Should be very progressive. Now that we have a corner coming up, let me show you what that looks like. So I'm upright, I'm braking, boom. Now let me show you one more time what that looks like. So I got most of my brakes coming here, right? I'm prepared. As I hit the slowest point right here, oh yeah, perfect. You see that? I mean, there's people that can do it better, and there's people that are way faster than me. Keep that in mind too. When you ride motorcycles, there's always somebody better than you at something. So you may think you're the best in the world, you're gonna get humbled real quick. So stay humble. Trust me, that'll save you.
What do you do while you're mid-corner? While you're mid-corner, you kind of want to just manage your tire load. And a lot of times, it's keeping that front tire loaded to the apex of the corner. And as you get to the apex of the corner, you're already transferring from your brake into the throttle. And you want to keep the throttle progressive, because if you give it too much juice at once, you're going to kick out the rear tire and you're going to fall down. So never ever mid-corner give it the beans, because you're just going to dump the bike and you're going to feel bad about yourself, and it's going to be very, very expensive. Trust me, I know. All my friends do. Next is your lean angle. So let's say you lean far enough to where your knee touches the ground. First off, great job. Welcome to the club. Second, stop adding lean angle and do not add throttle. Just pretty much coast throughout the corner, because you're at your max safe lean angle. You do anything like apply brakes. I mean, you can apply brakes. You apply brakes, or you give it the beans, you're just gonna dump the bike, right? And I've said that earlier too, but do not do that. For those of you that aren't able to touch your knee, but you hit the lean angle indicator on your bike, which is that little rod that pokes out, like let's say this is the foot peg right here. There's a little rod that pokes out like this. That's also a lean angle indicator if you're too scared to get your knee out, or if you don't have any knee sliders. Now, you can have the best body position in the world. You can be like Marc Marquez, but if you have a bad line, you're gonna, one, you're not gonna be safe. Two, you're gonna be slow as hell. And three, gonna look bad. Because yeah, your body position's cool and all, but guess what? Taking a bad line through a corner with good body position looks just as bad as bad body position and good line. So take your line correctly. Usually you want to go outside, inside, outside. And the reason for that is you're maximizing your road use, your lane use, and the track use too if you're on track. But generally for the road, you just want to maintain your line. You want to be middle, middle, middle all the way through.
Yeah, it looks like we got a left-hander coming up. So, same thing. I'm gonna go outside this time because I have a good feeling about this corner. I'm gonna put my butt to one side. I'm gonna look, right? Oh, it's a bend. It's hardly. And I'm sticking my knee out, right? I can stick my knee out, and that'll act as my safety gauge. See, as the bike straightens up, I give it the beans. Never give it the beans mid-corner, especially when there's salt on the road like this. Also, if it's your first time doing this, practice it in a parking lot, and when you get out, and when you get comfortable there, come out here. Don't be afraid to exaggerate. Like, be like Tarzan, right? Just, oh my gosh, I'm so fast. Because when you learn this, and you get comfortable with doing it that way, and I learned, like, going to the track had made me way more comfortable with cornering, because it gave me a base to work off of, a great base. So I feel like anybody who learns this way is just going to do great when it comes to cornering. And like I said, you don't even have to be going fast. You may look stupid to the person behind you, but who the cares? You're learning, right? So middle, middle, middle. Ooh, Harley guy. Oh, let's go! He gave me a wave. He's like, what type of piece of crap is that kid riding? What the heck?
And then next is your recovery. So you're already leaned over. You're a pro at this. You're going fast. Your knees touching the ground. To get back up, usually what I do is it's a mix of throttle and also just using my inside leg to push me back onto the bike. You never want to be jumping, right? Because what that's doing is creating abrupt inputs that the bike does not like. If the bike does not like the input you're giving it, it will tell you. You and your bike are two different people. You need to speak to each other, because if you do something the bike doesn't like, it will try to actually I can't say that word. I had to cut that out. If you do something the bike doesn't like, it will end your life subscription early. And just going back to it, as you're recovering, you want to be progressively giving it the beans, and as you're straight, you want to be giving it the beans fully. Or if you're just chilling on the street, you know not to speed. Also, keep a good line. I say keep a good line, but that's a bit hypocritical because my lines suck. You guys are probably about to see, or if you go to another video, you will see. But that's enough of the talking. Let me actually show you what it looks like. I'm gonna go hit the back row, so let's go do that.
So let's do line, bad body position, and just vision. So I'm gonna look where I wanna go. brake. I'm gonna do inside, and I would just drift to the outside too. Brake. I'm gonna do inside, and I would just drift to the outside too. And as you saw, I kept my head turned over as I'm going through the corner because I know the road goes this way. I've been here before. I know the road goes on this way, so I want to make sure that I'm following that road. Have I gone through everything that I wanted to teach y'all about cornering? Let's see. So we went over eyesight, body position, brakes, tire load management, lean angle, transferring from brakes to throttle. And I will say that is the end of the video. Actually, I just reached the end of the road. Anyways, if you liked the video, please like it. If you want to see more, subscribe. Other than that, y'all ride safe, be safe, and I will see you later. Peace.